your life didn't fall apart. It just quietly went dim. You can't remember the last time you were genuinely excited about something. Not the polite, "Oh, that's nice," excitement you perform for other people. The real kind, the one that used to make your chest feel bright, your mind race with possibilities. Now even good news lands strangely flat. A friend invites you somewhere and you hear yourself say, "Yeah, that sounds fun," while a part of you already knows, you'll feel the same wherever you go. You scroll through things that are supposed to be entertaining. Shows, reels, music you used to love. You keep waiting for something to grab you, a song, a scene, a moment, but everything passes by like images on glass. Cut to, you on your bed, phone glowing in your hand, thumb moving almost on its own. You're not even enjoying it. You're just here. Suspended. People ask how you've been. You say, busy, tired, because numb is hard to explain when nothing is obviously wrong. You have responsibilities, maybe even achievements. You show up. You function. From the outside, your life looks intact. On the inside, it feels like someone quietly turned the volume down on everything. Food doesn't taste the way it used to. Music doesn't hit. Trips, plans, weekends, they register more as logistics than as something to look forward to. There's a particular kind of fatigue that lives in your bones now. Not just, "I need sleep," but "I have no space left to be moved by anything." You wake up, do what needs to be done, cross things off your list, and then fall into bed feeling like you lived a copy of yesterday, and the day before that. Sometimes you catch yourself wondering, is this adulthood? Is this just how it is now? You remember versions of you who used to care more. The teenager who got obsessed with songs and stories. The younger self who could lose hours in something they loved without checking the time. Now even the idea of joy feels distant. Like it belongs to another version of you in another lifetime. Nothing is dramatically wrong. And yet, almost nothing feels truly right, either. This didn't start with boredom. It started with overdrive. For a long time, your nervous system wasn't looking for joy, it was looking for danger. You were busy scanning for other people's moods, managing expectations, putting out emotional fires before they spread. Picture a younger you walking down the hallway at home, listening for how loud the TV is, how hard the door closes, how sharp the voices sound. You're not thinking about what you want to play. You're thinking about what version of yourself will keep things calm. Later, it shifts into other places. At school, you take on more than you should because people are counting on you. At work, you say yes to extra tasks because you don't want to disappoint anyone. In relationships, you listen, support, explain, soothe, and quietly move your own needs to the back of the line. Cut to, you answering messages on your way home, mentally organizing tomorrow, already tired before the evening has even started. Your brain learns that life is not for enjoying, it's for managing. When your body spends years in this mode, half braced, half performing, something begins to shut down. Not as a dramatic collapse, but as a quiet withdrawal. Joy becomes optional. Efficiency becomes essential. Your system starts prioritizing what keeps the peace, not what lights you up. That rush of anticipation you used to feel as a kid. It has nowhere consistent to land. Everything, fun, has to be fitted into tiny pockets between obligations, or done while you're already exhausted. After a while, your brain stops investing energy in getting excited. Why gear up for something if you'll be too tired to enjoy it, or too worried about others to be present? Imagine trying to water a garden while the house is on fire. At some point, you stop noticing the flowers at all. You only look for smoke. Years of people-pleasing, holding it together, and being the responsible one do something subtle but deep. They teach your system that surviving comes first, and everything else, pleasure, curiosity, or, is extra. So when life finally gets stable, when nothing is actively falling apart, your body doesn't automatically switch modes. It doesn't know how. It's still standing in the burnt-out house, looking for new flames. Joy is there somewhere, knocking softly on the windows, but all your training has been about scanning for what might go wrong, not for what might feel alive. This is where something quietly begins to shift. Not with a sudden burst of happiness, but with the first moment you admit to yourself. It's not that my life is boring. It's that I'm burned out from living it only to keep everything from falling apart. One evening, you notice it in a small scene. You're on the couch, phone in hand, scrolling. Nothing lands. You pause on a photo, a video, a memory, and instead of forcing yourself to enjoy it, you simply acknowledge the truth. I feel nothing right now. And that makes sense. That tiny sentence is not apathy. It's the beginning of honesty. You start to see your lack of excitement not as proof that you're broken, but as a nervous system that has been in survival mode for too long. A garden that hasn't been watered, not a garden that's incapable of blooming. On a random morning, maybe you're making coffee, watching the steam rise. For half a second, there's a flicker, the way the light hits the mug, the warmth in your hands. It's small, almost stupidly small. Old you might have dismissed it. Now, you just let it register, I like that, for a moment. It's not fireworks. It's not your old intensity. But it's something. Or you walk home at dusk, the sky doing that thing it does before night, soft colors, streetlights blinking on. Your mind is on autopilot, replaying the day, organizing tomorrow. Then, for a brief moment, you actually look. You don't force gratitude. You just notice, if I wasn't so drained, this might have moved me. These quiet recognitions are like tapping the glass around your own numbness. Not smashing it. Just acknowledging that it's there, that it formed for reasons that once made sense. You don't need to chase excitement or manufacture joy. In fact, the harder you try to feel something, the more exhausting it becomes. What begins to soften the emptiness is allowing small, honest contact with whatever faint pulse is still there, interest, curiosity, even the ache of not feeling. Some days, nothing special happens. You still go through motions, still feel flat. But now there's a part of you watching that flatness with tenderness instead of judgment. A part that says, of course you're tired. You held too much, for too long. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, the story changes. Not from, nothing excites me anymore. But to, there is still a version of me who remembers excitement. Right now, she's buried under years of survival. But every time I notice even the faintest spark, a line in a song, a color in the sky, warmth in a room, I am, in my own quiet way, turning the volume back up on my life. The world may look the same. Your days may still be full of responsibilities. But somewhere beneath the numbness, joy hasn't died. It's just waiting for you to be safe enough inside yourself to feel it again.